Good morning and welcome to another Making Mondays Matter. I trust that we all had a wonderful weekend and that last week you were able to accomplish, if not all, some of those goals that you had set for yourself. If you still are on that path and you hadn't accomplished everything that you had hoped to have done last week, I would encourage you to continue doing what needs to get done in order to achieve those. And maybe you're one of the fortunate ones who ticked off all your boxes last week and now have a brand new set of goals to be reached this week. The same thing applies. You still need to do what needs to get done. Uh, Again, this is a simple scenario, and you were saying to David, duh, yeah. But many times the challenge is that what needs to get done is not what you want to do, or what needs to get done may not necessarily be the simplest things to do. You know, I like my uh, physical fitness and better health kind of scenarios. So many of us know that we need to have regular exercise and eat right in order to maintain good health. But for whatever reason, these things can be challenging at times. Maybe it's just not enough time in the day based on what you have scheduled for yourself. Maybe it's just easier for you to pick up that fast food item rather than cook a meal. And so at the end of the day, at the end of the week, those things that needed to be done as it relates to your health has not been done. But this also translates to very much into our world of work, especially for those of us who are uh, business owners, for those of us who are entrepreneurs. Again, many times there are things within our area or field that we are seeking to do, but they're not being done because we don't necessarily like them. Maybe you are a highly technical person who likes to uh, do things with your hands, but when it comes to managing your finances and your accounts, you find every excuse not to do it. Now, you may be able to survive from a business perspective for a little while, but it will catch up to you eventually. Maybe the tax man would require some information, and then you still need to get the audits done and all those things, which end up costing you more than if you had been doing it all the while. And so when I say do what needs to get done, I'm talking about those incidental things, those sometimes monotonous things, those things that, like I said, you don't necessarily like doing, but they need to get done. And so I want to encourage you that as we go through this week, make sure that on that to-do list, those little boxes that need to be ticked off to accomplish those goals are those need to get done things. Those things that you may not necessarily like, but have to be done in order for you to really achieve the success that you are looking for, to hit those goals that you have set for yourself. Do those things that need to get done. I said there are sometimes simple things. Make sure you have that breakfast in the morning that you have been avoiding and not eating, and you are already feeling the impacts and the results of not doing this. Do what needs to get done. Maybe you're not sleeping as needed. Do what needs to get done. I know some of you were thinking that I was going to come with some technical stuff or some marketing things, but no, I'm talking about the simple things, the things that will help you be the best you that you can be. And that's why I looked at things like diet. That's why I look at things like exercise. That's why I look at things as simple as sleep. And for those of us, especially in this period that we are going through, those who are business owners, those who are self employed, it can be stressful times. And oftentimes you may lie awake at night trying to figure out what is your next move, and you're not getting that sleep that you need. And so you're not making the best decisions that you can because you're tired. And so get the rest you need. Do what needs to get done. And when we see each other again next week, I trust that we'll be further ahead, and those things that ought to be done are being done, and we are moving forward, ticking off those goals, getting to the next level. And for those of you who will be joining me on YouTube in a little while, I encourage you to share the links with others, subscribe, like. Yes, when you like what you see, it helps me to stay online and also helps YouTube to recommend to others. So, yes, I'm asking you to do this because it's something that needs to get done also from my side. So, have a wonderful day and a successful week. This is David Ince from Living Successfully Inc. for another Making Mondays Matter.